she be touching on her own body.
Igniting the airwaves, Spark FM.
Says she wanna take me away. Says she wanna take me away. Says she wanna show me the way.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com.
Turn us up.
Spark FM.
Hey, let me talk to you. Come in. Let me talk to you.
Mad youth, not again.
Take one. Slide two.
Austin's uncrowned champion, Rockstone Trends.
To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stop.
Okay.
Left foot, let's stop. Cha-cha, real smooth.
Okay, my darling.
Turn it out.
Ooh, I want to do this.
To the left. Take it back now, y'all.
Let's go.
One hop this time.
One hop.
Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Cha-cha now, y'all.
Let's go.
Now it's time to get funky.
Come in.
To the right now.
Hey,
To the left.
hey.
Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Let's go.
No. Yeah.
One hop this time.
Oh, I want to go to a wedding in this place, and I want to dance with someone with this. This sounds sexy. Oh yes, and then we both know how to move because we got the instructions. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the morning. Right here on Spark FM Online, Hot Sizzling Sauce, Miss Tony B. Knowin' and Rockstone Trends. We are here on this fine Thursday morning. It is March 7th. It is the 7th. March is going. Okay, March, get your little 7.
March ain't got no time for that.
They don't have no time. I'm getting better. I woke up and I didn't have a sore throat.
Good.
I have body aches because of the coughing orchestra that I had last night. But other than that, you know, I'm on the road to recovery. Road to recovery.
Road to wellness.
That will be in September.
Yeah.
The Dimmick Road to Wellness 5K. Make sure that you guys are already preparing for that. You can get started on your training right now, so by the time you come, you win the race.
Yes.
One of them times, I'm gonna win the race.
Oh wow, really?
I am.
All right, I believe in you.
Sometimes, except that some of them people be coming back in like 15 minutes, and I don't understand. What are you doing? Did you actually run? Because I don't know.
They've been training.
No, they did not.
That's wild. You just left, bro. But if you guys haven't, I think I want to start doing a little running, but I got to get some good knee braces, and then I'm going to do some running.
I need like a knee brace, a back brace, and some wrist bracelets in order for me to go for it. Something will happen to my wrist.
What?
I don't know. Something.
Brace yourself to tie your shoe and break it or something like that. Lord Father. But we are here, people. We are here in the building. Quick check-in, Miss Tony. How you doing?
I am doing well. I'm tired. I think it's just the weather, though. You know, it's been a little gray and overcast, dreary, rainy here. Not cold, though. The weather has been really. No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I stole that from someone. That's mine.
I stole that.
You probably stole it from me, and I got it back from you, and now it's mine.
No, let me see. Open it up. Let me see.
You do not have a public jacket.
Sister problem.
About?
That's not the one I'm thinking about.
No.
Shoot, because
that's hers.
I was very confused just now because I was like,
the audacity.
How did you get that?
The audacity of team.
Very rude.
Audacity of team.
Oh, but go back to your check-in.
Like I was saying, I feel good and everything is good, and I feel life's good. I have no complaints.
No complaints. That's very good when you don't have no complaints. What about you, Mr. Rockstone Triss?
Nathan. I'm Nathan. I'm
everything
good.
Nice.
Everything Chris. I
everything plug in, nothing to plug out.
Everything Chris. I ain't nothing to plug out. Everything plug in, nothing to plug out.
Plug in.
Yeah, nothing to plug out.
I hear you, big man. I hear you.
How about you? I know why you said you feeling good.
Yes.
Yeah, we had our meeting yesterday. The meeting went good.
It did go good.
It did.
I think we've got, we've got good ideas, and we've got good plans, and we just need to execute, and things will fall into place very, very nicely for us.
Yes. Sometimes you got to get a setback to get a set forward.
That was my devotion this morning. God turns things into beauty, struggle into beauty.
Pull it out.
And it always works out. Y'all got to get into this Bible app and start doing just the daily thing that they have. The little woman, little thing. You are worthy, our Lord and God, to receive glory and honor and power for you created all things. And by your will, they were created to have their being. That's Revelation 4:11. And y'all need to get into Revelations because it's a sign of the times coming on over here. But so it says that God turns, you are intentionally and uniquely put up. I don't know.
Yes, but anyway. I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Turns misery into haspery.
Good morning, DJ Live. I just got my morning text from DJ Live.
Oh, good.
Which I get every morning.
Now we can start our day.
Well, let's go. There you go.
A setback is a perfect opportunity for a comeback.
Let's go, Mike Nice. Okay.
Mike
Hat
Nice
Glory. And it's Thankful Thursday, according to Mike Nice. Good morning, DJ Live as well. After she get her personal one. What's wrong with all of you this morning? So yes, we are. Tristan, how you doing, bro? You said you doing good?
Yeah, we did that.
Good. I'm well too. I checked in first. So let's get into this show because we got a lot to talk about. Lots been going on in Boston. It's been a mess.
A mess. It is a mess, and I don't like it.
Yeah, we'll start off with this first story, which is very, very sad and ridiculous. It's a story out of Worcester, right?
So let's start the show.
Yes, let's start the show. Sorry.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387. The all-new Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
So today is March 7th. It's approximately 9:23 on the AM, in the AM.
We have to give a big happy birthday shout out to Phoenix Rising. Today's her birthday.
Happy birthday, Phoenix!
Boston's unquote. Drop a bomb for her.
Drop a bomb for Phoenix. Today is March 7th. It's approximately 9:23 in the morning. It's going to be a high of 45 degrees today. Precipitation about 60%. Humidity about 86%. I'm feeling all of the humid. And it's going to rain a little bit today. It's like 4 rains today. Yeah. Yesterday was only 2. And now it's going to be 4 rains, or what they call a light rain. So be prepared for that. Tonight it's going to drop down to about 35 degrees. And they said that it's going to stay around this temperature for the next pretty much week or so.
Tristan said it's supposed to rain for the next few days.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow looks like a bunch of clouds, and Saturday looks like mad clouds, and then Sunday we got clouds and 2 rains. So it's gonna be crazy. Maybe it's a weekend for everybody to stay in their house
now
and chill out.
No.
What?
I'm out.
Where you going?
I'm going to the party to get down on Saturday.
Which party is that?
It's a R&B something, and I'm going.
Oh, Silk? What is it?
No. It's at the
Carver Den?
No, not the Carver Den.
Oh, because you said the Carver.
Russell Auditorium.
What's the difference between the Carver and Rock?
Russell is the big part.
Girl, it's still
Carver is a small. I've never been to the Carver Den.
Carver's the member side.
Yes, I've never been to the member side.
Carver.
Only for a repass.
Carver Senior.
Yes, only been over there for a repass.
Carver Senior.
But I ain't never been over there to get down.
Whose party is that?
I don't know, but it looks like it's a good one, and a lot of people are talking about.
Who's there?
R&B things. It's Jeff 2 Times and Ron G.
Oh, Ron G.
And it's R&B all night, and I'm out there. It's also Biggie's birthday. Biggie Day. Biggie's birthday, but Biggie Small's day. And so, you got to get out there and celebrate.
You got to wear a Biggie Small shirt.
Just so.
Okay. fine. You never want to have anything be mine. Also, let's start off kicked off with the stories around the way news. Very, very sad news coming out of Worcester. Mother-daughter found dead they are dead now after being found in bullet-riddled vehicle in Worcester. A mother and daughter are dead after they were found shot inside of a bullet-riddled vehicle in Worcester on Tuesday. Officers responding to a report of shots fired in the area of Lisbon Street and Inglewood Avenue just after 3 p.m. found 2 female gunshot victims inside a parked SUV, according to the Worcester Police Department. When they had first said 2 female gunshot, I thought it was 2 female adults.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a baby and her mama.
Yeah.
The victims, who police identified as a mother and a daughter, were rushed to a local hospital where they were pronounced dead. Their names haven't been released.
They have been released at this point.
At this point. So I think you guys have the updated story. So this is just kind of some background that was 20 hours ago. Sergeant Sean Murtha, public information officer for the Worcester Police Department, said a fairly high number of shots were fired into the SUV, and I think that they counted up to 38 or something. The kind of thing is unusual for the city in general. This was a very violent act. As of early Wednesday afternoon, police were still investigating whether the victims were targeted. Since then, they have arrested one suspect and are looking for another one. And let's go to the clip so that we can find out the updated. Look at them, people. Look at their mother.
Were shot in their car right outside of their home on Monday. They say nearly 36 shots were fired in broad daylight. Police went door to door hoping to find any clues in the case. Neighbors who heard the explosion of gunfire say this type of violence is not normal on their street. And a relative of the victim says the young girl overcame many obstacles in her short life.
She defied all odds from the moment she was born. She was born premature. She's legally blind, you know what I mean? And still was happy and healthy and funny and just so loving, and made it through all of that to be taken like this.
Now here's another look at that man police are after. He's 27-year-old Dejan Belnavis. He's wanted on several charges, including armed assault with intent to murder. Police say he should be considered armed and dangerous. If you see him, give Worcester Police a call. We're live in Worcester this morning. I'm Peter Leopoulos, WCVB, News Center 5.
I missed it. What did he say? What did they say about this? How'd they get the first one?
I didn't hear them say how they
first one.
I didn't hear them say how they got the first one. But they this guy. What is your problem? What happened? What could have gone wrong?
You think it was? I don't get. I really just don't. I don't understand.
Yeah.
It had to be. I don't know.
I don't want to speculate, right?
Yeah.
But it had to be something
personal,
very personal. It seemed very, very personal.
Yeah, because that vehicle was riddled with gunshots.
Yeah,
they were set to kill whoever was in that vehicle.
Oh yeah.
I'm not hoping that. I don't hope anything, but maybe it was but there was a child, so it's not like these 2 women. I thought I would, we heard about women getting shot in Boston before on some stick-up stuff, right? You set these people up, and then they find out who you are, and then they end up coming back. But a mom and her daughter?
Yeah.
What did the little girl do?
I wonder if it was mistaken identity?
Yeah, something like that.
Happened here? I don't know.
They thought it was the 2 women that they were going after, and they didn't realize that there was a child in the car? Or
right.
Did they not care?
Your mind can't help but to go to bad places with this. So, I'm thinking, drug deal gone bad. All of these things are in my head.
Or mental. It could be mental health. It could be just simple.
But to shoot the car 36 plus times,
could be
more than 3 dozen times.
You never know.
It just seems very.
For a mother and a daughter, I don't.
Yeah, that sounds just very weird and not.
I agree.
Not right.
Yeah.
Mom said son was fatally shot by masked gunman in Randolph. An outraged mother wants answers after she said her son was shot to death by a masked gunman in Randolph on Wednesday night, shortly after he returned home from work. Ooh. Shawnika Jones told Boston 25 News on Thursday morning that her son DeAndre Jones was shot at the Castle Village Estates and taken to Brockton Hospital, where she learned from doctors around 11:30 p.m. that he had passed away from the injuries. We'll go to that.
Of the man who was shot and killed in this parking lot this morning. I want to show you some video from earlier. This is the Castle Village Estates in Randolph. Investigators blocked off a portion of the parking lot. They towed away a blue pickup truck and focused their efforts on the tree line here. Officers also went into the apartment buildings to talk with potential witnesses. Now, the victim's mom identifies him as DeAndre Jones. He's 32 years old and lived in the complex with his girlfriend. She says that he had just arrived home and that his girlfriend heard the gunshots from inside the apartment. He also has a 14-year-old daughter. His mother calls whoever shot him a coward.
I got a call about maybe 11:30 saying my son got shot. He's going to Brockton Hospital. I went to Brockton Hospital. They told me my son was dead.
No, she tells me she does not know why someone would shoot her son. You can see the glass here left over from the pickup truck. We have reached out to the district attorney's office for more information as well, Gene.
All right, Katie breaks
What is going on?
this morning. Katie,
Like,
thank
seriously,
you.
what is going on?
Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
People are really just shooting people just to shoot them. Like, I know that this is nothing new, but why is it still, why is it still that? I'm really.
Naisha, in the last story, the Worcester story, Naisha says that she heard something about they knew there was an issue with the girl's father.
Oh. Because, see, that's what I was thinking, too. Like, maybe she thought that it was no, I don't know.
Yep.
I can't solve this one. Because that one sounds too crazy.
Issue with the girl's father, so he shot the daughter.
That's it.
You shot the mother?
Retaliation.
The daughter,
It must have been gang stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that I can wrap my head around that you would target a mom and a daughter.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea. Was she in a gang? Was this just some scary, crazy, random thing? Like, I don't know. Police detonate second explosive found by magnet fishermen in Needham in past 6 days. Oh, are we losing our mind?
They said that they sent out like an email to all the residents in Needham to kind of warn them about what's being found, because they don't know if they're gonna find other ones.
This is the new thing too, magnet fishing.
This magnet fishing.
What is magnet fishing?
I don't know. I watched a video on YouTube the other day. So they take these big magnets, and they throw them into like a river or something, and then see what they find. This man was finding a radiator. He found some bicycles. One person he did find like a warhead or something, like all kinds of things you'd be finding. You just take a big magnet and throw it into the river.
Guns, probably.
Yeah, guns. Yeah.
Officials will detonate a second explosive device found by magnet fishermen in Needham in the past several days, officials announced. Local police and members of the Massachusetts State Police bomb squad responded to Kendrick Street around 1 p.m. after a magnet fisherman pulled out a heavily deteriorated bazooka round from the Charles River. Residents were alerted around 1:45 p.m. that the old bazooka round would be taken to the Needham Dog Park in the Ridge Hill Reservation, and an explosion may be heard in the area. You may hear it in town, police said. Police say the bazooka round may date back to World War II. Police could be seen stationed at the entrance of a dog park before the device was detonated around 2:30 p.m. The detonation will come just 6 days after a 12-inch long and 4-inch in diameter military projectile was fished out of the Charles River by the Kendrick Street Bridge Friday night. Police say the projectile may be from World War I or II. Somebody come see this.
Yep.
When the first device was detonated in the dog park Friday night, the explosion could be heard loud and clear from the near road. Needham police and firefighters responded to the second explosive device Wednesday and secured the area until the Massachusetts State Bomb Squad had arrived. So, should they stop the magnet fishing? Or is it better for them to get them out?
They're saying that if they stay underwater and they rust over, that they could detonate.
I would like them to detonate in the water. Oh no, but if there's people, I don't know.
Yeah, so they're wanting to go down there and see if there's more to get them before they detonate.
That's quite big.
Well, yeah. And then let's ask the question: how did it get there?
Who put it there?
Who put it there?
Yeah.
Who didn't want it anymore and was like, let me throw it in the river?
That's also something that they said. They think that they might be people are using just trying to get rid of stuff and they don't want people to find it. So, but you see that thing?
Yeah.
And why y'all so close to it?
I know. You know, people do the darndest thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of those things.
That's
because a missile and a bazooka do they still make bazookas?
Yeah.
Do they?
Remember they found somebody with a bazooka driving in his car?
Oh yeah, that was true. That's true. We got random people shooting up mothers and daughters. We got people killing people's children. Mm-hmm. We got missiles being found in the river, and we got other people riding around with live bazookas in their trunk. Yeah. It's crazy out here, people.
It's flavorful.
It's colorful. We are a diverse community. Boston area home health care business owner sentenced to prison for tax evasion, and that's, people evade tax a day B. Was that anything else in there?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Scratch tickets. This one was awesome. So people, I've always thought about this, but I knew that there was some way that this wouldn't be able to happen because it would be more times happening. Mm-hmm. Scratch tickets stolen from convenience stores during smash and grab at North Shore in Mass.
Sister,
police.
Are you okay?
You might have to read now.
Okay.
Police in 2 communities on the North Shore of Massachusetts are reporting 2 incidents in which 3 masked men broke into convenience stores and stole scratch-off lottery tickets. Mm-hmm. The first incident happened shortly after 2:45 a.m. on Wednesday. Pakarsh and Durgrash Mishkara, the owner of Salem Variety, told News Center 5 reporter Jennifer Panate that the thieves stole 10 rolls of scratch tickets worth more than $6,000. Yeah. They said all of those tickets were voided shortly after they were stolen. And that is, look at them.
You're stupid.
It is stupid.
I want to watch them do it. Because they probably is like, ooh, one of these got to be a winner. We gonna go home and we gonna scratch them all.
Why wouldn't they think people could just void?
Why wouldn't they think that they would have to bring it back somewhere to get the money?
Right, because they have numbers on them, and we know what numbers they are. So what is your problem? I do think though that, like, in theory, that was smart of them. You know what I mean? I've heard of people going to stores and buying the roll of scratch tickets. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? For like $1,000 or whatever it is, or buy, $500 worth of scratch tickets or whatever, because they know that they have to win something. Right. Mm-hmm. So I understand their theory, but they didn't think it all the way through at all. No. But yeah, so they voided the scratch tickets. Y'all ain't got nothing. Immediately.
By the time they realized that somebody had broke in, they had voided them because they have to record where they come from. So if you win, they win too. That's just how it works.
Yep.
I know that. So I get it, but now what?
Right. Now you
got to go rob something else.
Right.
I would rather them take all the cigarettes and sell them as Lucy's.
They would have made more.
They would have made a lot more money.
They would have made a lot more money.
That would have been my era of caution. I would have just sold, especially menthol cigarettes down here, because they don't sell them in Boston no more. Yeah. So you would have to. I mean, that's a good.
They don't sell them in Massachusetts.
In Massachusetts, yes.
So
you go, and it's funny because if you go right around the border to Rhode Island, the first couple of stores that you hit, they don't sell them either.
Oh, really?
You got to go deeper into selling because they know that people are coming there just to get them. Wow. So you got to go in a little bit deeper, which is crazy.
And that's messed up for those stores because if I was those stores, I'd be mad.
Yep.
Money.
Me too.
Right.
In our next story, we have a former college track and field coach sentenced to 5 years in prison for extortion, cyber stalking, and fraud. Is this the black man?
Yes.
I was so disappointed.
Yep.
Because why you do that? In federal court in Boston, a former college track and field coach was sentenced Wednesday for fraudulently obtaining thousands of explicit pictures from more than 100 women from across the country by using nearly 24 fake social media and email accounts. One female student athlete was cyberstalked, and another scheme was orchestrated to gain unauthorized access to the Snapchat account of other victims. Previously, the defendant coach tracked and field at several academic institutions, including Northeastern University, Penn State University, Illinois State of Technology, University of Tennessee, and Concordia University in Chicago. So he was just traveling around the world being a pervert?
Being nasty, yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Northeastern track and
Strapping
field
black
coach
man.
Steve Waite sentenced to 5 years in prison for tricking women into sharing nude photos. In total, 56 victims and 72 attempted victims. Some of them local student athletes, others from across the country, and even more his own childhood friends. Prosecutors saying Steve Waite was to all of these women only one thing: a predator set on exploiting his position and relationships for his own pleasure. Court documents say starting in 2020, Waite created fake social media accounts to dupe the young women into sharing nude pictures, sometimes outright stealing them, taking their phones under the pretense of filming their form at practices and meets, but in reality mining the devices for photos. The sextortion case bringing victims to tears. About a half dozen appearing in federal court to see him meet his fate, one saying, quote, "Instead of being coached that year, I was targeted, groomed, preyed on, and repeatedly violated. He stole my phone, my photos, and my right to privacy. The pain and emotional damage I've endured over the past several years is immeasurable." Now, prosecutors wanted him to serve 7 years in prison. Instead, he'll serve 5. Authorities say the laws simply have not caught up with this type of crime. Live at federal court in Boston, Sean Chiabot, WCVB News Center 5.
You're like, why he do that? Why you do that for?
5 years, not enough.
What? Like what?
Gross.
So that's so deceitful. Hey,
Yeah.
let me take some films for content.
Yep.
Let me get you, playing the game and practicing so you can post it and show everybody how hard you work while I'm sitting there going through all of your pictures and finding all your nudie ones and sending them to myself.
Yep.
That's
sick.
nasty.
It is, and then he did it to so many of these little girls.
56 women and attempted on 72 more.
Yep.
That's crazy. So to obtain additional nude and or semi-nude photographs of women as part of their purported athlete research or body development study, Waite emailed prospective victims pretending to be Katie or Catherine with email accounts in their names. Emails described as phony studies for athletes and requested information regarding height, weight, body fat, and dietary habits. They asked the victims to send photos so that they could track their progress, and they asked them to show off their uniforms or bathing suits so that they could show off as much skin as possible. Emails often included nude and semi-nude images as attachments to illustrate the type of photos victims would or should send. Like he was sitting down really, like he put his mind to it. He thought it through.
Yeah.
He really kind of like did that. He organized disgustingness. That's messed up. It also teaches us as women to have a safekeeper or something like that on your phone for those types of videos and photos, just to have a password lock on them so that if you are into taking nude pictures, that you put them all in there. They erase them from your regular gallery so nobody can see them unless they have said password, even if they open your phone already. That's what I know.
Wow.
I'm a yes, I know a lot of these things, and if you guys need any more tips and tricks about how to hide your nudes and or how to send them safely,
There's an app called Keepsafe.
that's the one I use. I love that one. I love that
There's
one.
an app
a
for
lot.
that.
Then
There's an app for that.
I always forget the password for it. So safe keep. But yeah, I always
Damn it! I can't forget my password. Lost password.
Well,
What
at least
is
you
it?
know it's safe.
Exactly. Nobody can get it. The first Formula One racing arcade in the U.S. announces open date for Boston location. This is very exciting. Shout out to you, Pastor Troy.
I put that in there specifically.
That's funny because we were talking about that this morning.
for him.
We were supposed to talk about it yesterday when you go.
The first Formula, do they have a video or anything like that to show what it's like? The first Formula One racing arcade in the United States will open in Boston this spring. F1 Arcade, the world's first premium stimulator racing experience, will start welcoming guests in Boston Seaport on April 22nd after the successful launch of 2 locations in the United Kingdom. We are thrilled to bring the F1 Arcade experience to Boston this spring after the incredible success of our London and Birmingham locations, we can't wait for guests in the U.S. to experience our high-energy hospitality and entertainment venue. Covering 15,500 square feet across the floors. That looks fun. 5 skill levels. Rookie to elite. I'm reading the things that you guys are actually watching. Ooh, the food looked nice too, and a nice drink. I heard it's kind of like how I heard it's kind of like the what's that golfing thing?
Yeah. Yes.
Step up.
Yes, golf. Top golf. Top mix. Top golf.
Top golf. Yeah.
Golf.
Top golf.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's it, but
I don't
let's
think so
go with
either.
that golfing thing where it's more like loungy, place for adults to go and hang out, and then they have these cool stimulators.
Top golf.
And it looks fun and nice. I'm excited about it. I did. Covering 15,500 square foot across 2 floors, the striking new venue will bring the glitz and glamour of Formula One to the bustling neighborhood year-round, delivering high-end sim racing as well as exceptional food and beverages for guests, according to Breeden. So that is going to launch in April 22nd.
They're just killing downtown, boy, I tell you.
Yeah, man.
Downtown
but then I don't
is
understand. Let's talk about it. Why isn't downtown doing things like this?
Yeah.
Like, you guys, they got space. How come they're not thinking about creative ways to stimulate it? Put the friggin' high voltage arcade back up down there.
Yes, put it back.
Number 1.
Yep.
Bring back Tellos. You know the ladies want to go to Tellos.
Bring back Hip Zappy.
Bring back Hip Zappy.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was culture. They had good culture downtown.
I don't
There ain't
think
no
people
culture.
went
Let's
Bring back Contempo Casual.
Yes, Contempo Wet Seal. All of them.
Seal.
All the things that was popping back. Where's this? The jewelry exchange.
Yeah,
all of these things.
Yeah.
Y'all took out everything that people went downtown to go to, and then you complain that downtown don't got nothing for people to do.
Yep.
What you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, let me see if there's an RFP out there to how to activate downtown. I'm about to activate downtown. I'm gonna bring a stimulator. I'm gonna bring a hot dog place. There's gonna be pitcher stores.
I like a hot dog place.
You know, like a hot dog place. You can get mad hot dogs. And then there's gonna be a place that you go in and you take all those cool pictures together.
They have one of those. They just opened one of those somewhere here.
But not in downtown.
Not in downtown.
They need to be a JP Licks or what's the ones that the Jimmy and Jams. The ice cream store, Ben and Jerry's.
Jimmy and Jam.
I couldn't think of who that was at all.
I was like, the activist ice cream people.
They sure
all of them people, all of these things. They took out the bookstore down there. They took out
the outside bookstore.
Yeah, what was it? Barnes and Noble. Was that big Barnes and Noble?
The outside bookstore has been gone for a long time.
Yeah, they literally took out everything that people went downtown to do, and then complaining that people don't go downtown to do things.
Now all we got to do downtown is go visit Pam at Estella's and make sure you go do that
and eat.
And the racist people in the Roach Brothers.
Oh, yep, them too.
Yeah. They had a nice, remember they took that out of the mall too. Was the grilled cheese place?
Oh, I like the grilled
Why'd they take the grilled cheese place
I don't know,
out?
but you know what they replaced it with? A little fancy hot dog place.
My God.
It's a little fancy corn dog place.
Only thing nice downtown now is Estella's and what's some people name?
Fat.
Yep.
That's it.
Yes, and Macy's.
And Macy's. And there's a Gap.
Can you please?
No, there's a Old Navy.
You gotta wait for people. Ask it first, Pastor Troy. You can't put the answer no.
What happened with that?
Ask the joke. This one, jackass. Not you. Him.
What do you call an English man using an American bathroom?
Tony, why you didn't guess?
I didn't.
What do you call an English man using an American bathroom?
Oh, I see the answer. Oh, ha ha ha.
A European.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I'm laughing because he's probably at home dying.
Yeah.
Like bubbled over and laughed.
Yeah. You are don't quit your day job. Don't quit. Where's my phone?
And that was our daily joke by Pastor Troy.
Thank you, Pastor Troy.
And Tony's really excited about this last one right here.
OMG.
New Kids on the Block announced first new album in 11 years.
Oh my gosh. Like, can you even wait for it? Like, I'm too excited.
What they sing?
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, yes.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, yes.
Oh, oh, oh. The right stuff. You got
Do
the
people
right
really
stuff.
want another New Kids album?
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. New Kids on the Block sells out every concert that they come back and
It's
do.
only for nostalgia reasons.
Yeah, well, yeah. So
that's
bring it back.
so they need
Let's check it
to
out.
remake their old album.
Well,
Not
the
put a
new
one.
Kids on the
Look
Block
at them,
are
they all
back. The
tired,
Dorchester boy band's
exercising,
new
practicing.
album, Still Kids, drops on May 17th. It's their first studio album in 11 years. They kick off their Magic Summer 2024 tour in June with special guest Paula Abdul and DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Paula Abdul.
That
Oh,
tour
Jazzy
includes
Jeff.
a stop at the Xfinity Center in Mansfield on August 10th, which, by the way, is a Saturday.
Oh, Cindy's going. Cindy's going.
You don't need a day off.
Yep. You already
This is true.
Did you get the move down, though?
She said it like witches on a Saturday.
Yeah, like, what does that mean?
She's like, we outside because we ain't gotta be here.
Shoot.
So they kicked off their Magic Summer tour in June. The group consisting of Donnie, Joey, Jordan, Jonathan, and Danny, who will be touring with Paula Abdul and DJ Jazzy Jeff. So get those tickets. Get those tickets.
Man, listen.
Oh. And you got to change your name a little bit, right? Because you're not New Kids anymore. You're a little old men on the block.
They always will be the new kids.
Old men on the stoop.
Leave them alone.
With that said, we're going to go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music, and New Kids on the Block.
Let's start with the big question.
The all-new Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you know my swing where you are gonna see a million. We got to go long just like the Amaz.
Spark FM.
I do the life you know easy. No say we are for win. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop,
Yeah, we on and we going crazy.
R&B,
Cause with me, knew you could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats, and much more. Spark FM.
Good morning. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. You know when you forget to do something and then you remember it the day after and you be like, damn, I forgot to do it. It's time for our national and world news. We're here back on sparkfmonline.com. Make sure that you guys are tuning in from the website, wherever you're tuning in, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Facebook. Instagram, all of them. You guys can find us there.
And there's another one.
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube,
Facebook,
Instagram.
Twitch, Twitter.
You can also watch us right from our site.
Yeah.
And you can also go onto our website and be one of the first testers of our beta application.
Yeah.
So make sure that you guys go onto the website, find that link somewhere. It should be a pop-up. You can sign up to be one of our first people onto the app.
Yeah.
Until we launch soon. Very soon.
I love it. I can't wait for the app. I'm excited about it. The
Me
way you were
too.
talking about it last night, it really,
Because I've been utilizing it and it helps me, it helps me to be able to listen to the station goodlier.
Yes.
With that said, Miss Tony, what you got?
Oh, well, tonight is the State of the Union, and we're coming off of Super Tuesday. So tonight, Joe Biden addresses the nation and tells us his plans for us for the future. And I think he's going to use it very much as a big push for his election.
He ain't got no choice.
Well, yeah. Well, you're right. You're right about that. You got the right one, baby. See what I did there? You got the right one.
How do you guys think that's going to go?
So the last night we were watching the news and we were listening to things about shout out to Mommy for the best fish tea ever last night. But anyhow, we were talking about Joe Biden and what happened on Super Tuesday, and Joe Biden is appealing to Nikki Haley's supporters and letting them know that they have a place in his heart or whatever. I don't know. I just feel like Joe, just because they didn't vote for Trump doesn't mean that they're going to vote for you. You know what I mean? I think that there's going to be a lot of party loyalists who are just going to stick to the Republican side. So I don't know how it's going to go. There's a lot of predictions about what we should watch for. Will a senior moment happen during the speech? Like what things is he going to be saying? Biden is 81. They said it's not going to be your typical State of the Union. The State of the Union speeches are a tradition in American politics that give the president an opportunity to articulate his priorities and project confidence and positivity. Most presidents usually include a line that the State of the Union is strong. Given the nation's extraordinary political divisions ahead of what's expected to be a fiercely acrimonious election, however, that notion will likely be a harder sell than usual. Biden, for his part, will undoubtedly want to project strength and seek to redirect attention to Trump's vulnerabilities. So we'll see. Biden will take credit for a few things that he's done, the booming economy and things like that that's been going on, the drop in unemployment, and things like that he's going to be talking about. He'll be talking about the border crisis, of course.
The border crisis is what I think is going to be the biggest thing that everybody is going to judge or is going to pick whatever.
Yeah.
Americans, regardless of their party, are all very, very concerned about the amount of migrants that are coming into America, period.
Yeah.
And I think it's both on the Democratic side and on the Republican side. One of them has to have something in place to fix the border. Because I don't know. Trump is going to hit you with everything that he got with this border. Build a wall, build a town around the wall, increase security, lock up the children, all kinds of things. He's gonna do the most. And I think that's gonna appeal to these right-winged Americans the most, who believe that all of the immigrants or migrants that come in here are literally like drug dealers and people who
bad hombres.
They're blaming everything on him. Like every single thing that they can possibly blame on in America, they're blaming on the migrants, and that is going to be a very big point that Biden has to get very, very serious about.
Oh yeah, that has to be a very, very strategic plan that he has in that. Moving on, convictions in the Menendez family murders in jeopardy after a new letter, an abuse claim bolster the brothers' defense.
Really?
Yes. So I don't know if you. Well, that has nothing to do with that. Eric and Lyle Menendez, two brothers behind bars for more than 3 decades for the 1989 killings of their parents, hope that new evidence of their alleged abuse may set them free. The two brothers, now 56 and 53, remember they were young when they went into jail.
I was like
20s, in their
Really?
20s. Admit that they gunned down Kitty and Jose Menendez in their Beverly Hills home. What is in question is why they did it. While prosecutors argue the brothers carried out the killing for access to their family's sizable fortune, the brothers claim they did so out of fear after a lifetime of physical, sexual, and emotional abuse. When I first heard about it, I cried, elder brother Lyle Menendez told 48 Hours. For me, it was very meaningful to just have things come out that cause people to really realize, okay, at least this part of what is about is true. So these two... Lyle is one of them that's in jail, right? It says Cliff Gardner, one of the brothers' attorneys, told 48 Hours that the brothers should have been convicted of manslaughter rather than first-degree murder in light of their alleged abuse, which would have carried lighter sentences that the brothers would have finished years ago. In their initial 1993 trial, which became a national sensation when it was broadcast by Court TV, the two brothers claimed that their father threatened to kill them if they spoke out about the abuse they were experiencing. Two relatives, including the brothers' cousin, Andy Cano, claimed that Eric confided in him about the abuse long before Jose and Kitty were killed on August 20th of 1989. So now new updates have come out when some other people are speaking out about the abuse that was also happening to them. So they're hoping that can be introduced as evidence to not vacate their sentences, but at least get them reduced. Oh no, they want it to be vacated. Yeah.
Immediately after the killings, the brothers told police that an intruder had killed their parents. In the following months, prosecutors said they began to spend extravagantly on travel, business, and luxury items. Eric confessed the killings to a psychologist who told them then mistress. The psychologist told his then mistress. And when Ozell ended the relationship, Smith told police about the brothers' involvement in the murders, the Los Angeles Times reported. It's crazy. One of the prosecutors said that men could not be raped because they lacked the necessary equipment to be raped.
Oh, that's definitely changed since 1989.
A lot. I mean, that's crazy.
And can the person tell like that? Isn't that privilege? You know what? I don't think they had HIPAA. Back in 1989. I don't think there was a HIPAA law back then. So anyhow, that is very, very interesting. That's an update on the Menendez brothers. And, watch out for that. I'm sure we'll hear more about that. 4 people have been arrested after body parts, including 2 heads, were discovered in Long Island School in the Popular Park.
You going too fast. What?
The 4 people arrested after several body parts, including 2 heads, discovered outside Long Island School in Popular Park.
What?
This is the story we were talking about yesterday. And
all the body parts.
All the body parts.
Oh, yes. And people just the man was just chopping up people's body parts and sending them places.
Yeah, so now they found another head.
Oh.
And now 4 people have been arrested. Remember, they thought it was a love triangle, so they were thinking that it was only going to be one person, but 4 people have been arrested. I don't know if you want to run that clip.
Yeah, I got it. Hold on. This is crazy.
Oh,
got it.
4 arrested. So what does it say? There's no, I don't know.
Warning, distressing content, people.
Oh, thank you for that.
Oh, not quite audio, but okay. Long Island cops raided a home in Amityville.
Not in Amityville. It was in Amityville?
Look at the arm.
Where?
Return it.
Do it back.
Pull up.
Hold on. Yeah, everybody pay attention. If you scared, don't be scared. But look, they're gonna show the actual it's a tattooed arm.
Amityville. Remember the Amityville horror? So that's so crazy that it's in Amityville.
What's that like, the Salem witch trials?
You don't remember?
Look. That's a real severed arm.
Oh wow.
With
a tattoo on it. Wow.
While the other head and 2 arms appear to be from the same man whose body they found, police sources told the Post that they are probably probing the whether everything is the same. It went by very fast.
Yeah.
That's crazy. People really out here severing people's arms like real arms.
But what kind of thing do you have to have in you that you are able to sever somebody's body parts off like that.
And do you do it with a regular handsaw?
I don't know.
Because that's a lot of...
Remember, we got to ask our girl Shabusiness. Remember her?
Remember the name, but what did she do?
Remember she had cut up her boyfriend and left his head and his genitals in the bucket, and his mother found it in his room.
Oh yes.
And she attacked her lawyer in the courtroom.
Yes, she did.
All of that.
She did.
Shabusiness.
She stood on Shabusiness.
Shabusiness.
She was about Shabusiness.
Anyhow, so they have arrested 4 people in this thing that's going on here.
Because how many actual people were cut up?
2 people.
2 people were cut up.
Yeah,
okay.
so they thought it was one person that did it. But so
was
what could
4
be
people involved?
Yeah, I don't know why there's no story here, but yes, 4 people have been arrested. That was an update. National Guard to be deployed in New York City subway in crime crackdown. We've read tons of stories about all of the bad things that are happening in New York, on the New York City subway. At least 750 National Guard members will be deployed. 750.
Wow.
The New York National Guard troops and New York State Police troopers will be deployed into the subway system to help riders feel safe after a spike in transit crime, Governor Kathy Hochul said on Wednesday. The new deployment is in addition to the 1,000 New York City police officers who were ordered to patrol subways lines and do security checks on bags in the nation's largest transit system last month following an attack on a conductor and other high-profile crimes. Hochul announced the deployment of National Guard troops as part of a 5-point plan to protect subway riders. Since taking office, I've been laser focused on driving down subway crime and protecting New Yorkers. My 5-point plan will rid our subways of violent offenders and protect all communities and transit workers. I am sending a message to all New Yorkers. I will not stop working to keep you safe and restore your peace of mind whenever you walk through those turnstiles.
As you should.
Yeah, as you should, because the crimes that happen on the New York subway are ridiculous.
Are nasty and ridiculous. And
like,
they've got to be
nasty,
shut down.
Ridiculous and nasty. And so 750 deployments. But how come they still not deploying no National Guard to Brockton High School? We don't need 750. We only need about...
They were trying to figure out alternative
we only need about 50 at Brockton High School. Deploy some of them. James Crumbley's manslaughter trial begins weeks after his wife was found guilty in the Sun shooting. James Crumbley, of course, is the father of that young boy that shot up the school. The wife was found guilty, right? And now his trial is going to start. Russian missile hits close to Zelensky and the Greek premier.
I'm sad about it because
Me too.
We were watching this yesterday, and he's saying that he needs help.
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, he said that he needs help. He needs more money to things and to keep Russia at bay and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And we ain't got no more because we sending it all to Israel for them to kill all the Palestinians.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Zelensky, we can't help you right now. We helping out genocide.
Yeah, they were visiting in southern Ukraine. On yesterday, Wednesday, and there was a missile that hit very, very close to them. He was visiting with the Greek prime minister, and he said the prime minister was very, very rattled by that. So
because how you hitting the Greek? What they did?
Right.
You almost killed everybody.
They just firing all loosely. And now we get into the news that's just all crazy. This is just all crazy news. A Florida man held a woman for ransom in a motel after learning she was transgender. He held her in the hotel.
Why you held her in the hotel?
At the Saturn Hotel. It's got air conditioning and color TVs. My police and...
Hold on. Listen, you gotta show the people the thing for this. Boy, I tell you.
Free local calls.
That don't even look real. That looks like a prop that you put in an old-time movie.
In an old-timey movie.
Air conditioning, color TV.
Yes, and free
Newly
local
remodeled room.
Free local calls.
Police in Miami arrested a man they say held a woman for ransom at gunpoint in a motel room after learning the woman is transgender.
Who was he trying to get the ransom from?
Joshua DeBarge Lucas, 34, was taken into custody on Friday for the alleged kidnapping that took place on January 14th at the Saturn Motel in Miami's Mimo district. Lucas grew upset following completion. It's so hot. Of the Sex Act following completion of the Sex Act, when he learned that the victim was transgender.
I need
They
you
said
to
he's
stop.
34 years old.
I need you to, after you had sex with her, You found out?
Well, they said it was a sex act, so we don't know if he had sex with her.
Oh, maybe she gave him some little mouth love.
What's it called? You gotta say the right words. It's called throat goat.
It's not called throat goat.
What she gave him a little
mouth affection.
Mouth affection. Lucas allegedly called a friend, and together they held the victim at gunpoint, forcing her to send a text message to a friend that read, "Text me around 5:45 p.m. When the friend responded with a FaceTime call, Lucas reportedly went on the phone's camera and demanded $200.
I'm leaving. Everybody.
$200.
Is this a real story?
Or they would hurt the victim. He reportedly told a friend felt disrespected by the victim and further expressed concern that a sexual encounter with a trans woman would violate his beliefs as a black Hebrew Israelite.
Oh, wow.
A Southern Poverty Law Center designated hate group. Is this story? No, is this story real? Police
this story can't even be real. You had sexual relationships with the woman, and then you found out that she's a man, or that she was a biological man. Then you called a friend over to help you hold her at ransom, orchestrated a ransom for $200. $200, and then you claim that you feel violated by it
because you was a black Hebrew Israelite.
The whole story is wrong.
Police claim Lucas told the victim's friend that the pair were high at the time of the sex act and only became angry after he sobered up. Lucas's unidentified friend reportedly was seen on screen flashing a gun and participating in the call demanding a ransom.
Y'all want to go to jail for $200?
The victim's friend recorded the call, which they shared with police immediately after the call ended. Police quickly responded to the motel where they found the victim, but not Lucas and his accomplice, who had fled the scene. Lucas was arrested without incident at his home on Friday following an investigation. He told arresting officers the incident was a misunderstanding and that he only demanded $20 for an Uber.
This is not real.
For an Uber, and that the victim's friend had misheard his request.
Oh my goodness.
This is from Yahoo.com.
This is from Yahoo News. It's on Yahoo News.
So no. I didn't ask for $200. I asked for $20 in an Uber, and he heard $200, and that's how we orchestrated this.
Yes, that's what happened. That's what happened.
$200 in a bull.
$200. In more serious news, though.
Janet just missed that one.
Good morning, Janet. How you doing? Wait, he dropped it to $20. Yeah, Mike. Sometimes you got to negotiate.
Right.
And since he couldn't get the $200, he was like, fine.
Just give me $20.
Just give me $20.
Give me $20.
$20. He could have at least asked for $40.
$40.
$40 is the universal amount, not $20.
$20. He don't know.
He don't care.
In more serious news, a mom of two who mysteriously died on a flight home from the Dominican Republic was happy and healthy beforehand. This story is just, they don't know what happened to her. She started convulsing on the plane. They landed the plane. I'm not going to read the story. They landed the plane in the Turks and the Caicos emergency landing, took her to the hospital. By the time they got to the hospital, she was dead. She was 41 years old, had run on a trip with her boyfriend. Her friend was also traveling with them, but had went on a trip with them, but didn't travel. Right before they got onto the plane, she was taking pictures with the hotel staff and everything. Nobody knows what happened to her. It is a mystery what happened to her.
She was an X-ray technician.
Huh?
She was an X-ray technician.
Yeah, she was an X-ray tech. She was in perfect health. They said that she was running on the beach the whole time she was there. Yeah. She goes to the gym every day. They have no idea what happened to her.
Baby.
I don't know. They have no idea what happened to her. So GoFundMe, they set up a GoFundMe to donate. So far, they've raised more than $72,000. They're still trying to figure out what happened to her. The authorities down in the Turks and the Caicos said that they will be doing an autopsy on her body to figure out what happened.
That's crazy.
How did they get her back?
They haven't gotten her back. She's still in the Turks and Caicos. Still down there. Protesters knocked down the door of Mexico's presidential palace. And look, they used a truck to knock down the door of the presidential palace. The protesters rammed down the door using a white pickup truck from Mexico's state electrical company. Video showed while the president was giving his daily morning press conference inside. They are crazy. Police.
That's how you protest, though, boy. I tell you, like, you got to get the attention of who you trying to get the attention of, and the best way to do that is to knock down their door.
With the company car. With the company car. Police at the scene used tear gas to disperse the group, and law enforcement erected I like that word. Barriers within the palace to keep the protesters from penetrating the building. What are we talking about here? By mid-morning, the scene was calm, according to Reuters witness, with the door to the palace secured and no protesters inside. More than 100 protesters remain camped outside the palace. Local media reported that some involved in smashing of the door had been arrested. What are they protesting? Do you see the truck? You see how they rammed down the door?
What's the things? Oh, that's the
debris.
Okay.
Them some strong doors though.
They're pushing the car with their hands. There's nobody even.
Oh, nobody's driving the car.
No, it's not even on. They're just pushing the car into the place.
Oh wow.
They're using the car as one of those. Billy, bring the thing. You know they always got that one who brings it.
Yeah.
Tran, bring the knock it down. And Tran always comes back and knocks it down.
Bolster.
Yeah, so it's something.
Something like that.
That's
one of those
cool.
words. That is cool. That's what they did. That's protest. That is how you protest. Texas, Mom, what else do we have in here? Margarita cruise ship bartender gets a slap on the wrist in a passenger assault and blames her clothing. That's what he said. A Margaritaville cruise bartender accused of sneaking into a passenger's room and sexually assaulting 2 women has avoided a lifelong brand as a sex offender and was sentenced to just 2 years in prison.
How? You broke into somebody's cruise ship room and sexed them up?
Sexed them up. 2 people. Hubesh Kumar Dookie, who is in his 20s, pleaded guilty to abusive sexual contact in a deal with prosecutors last October, avoiding potential life in prison on a federal sex abuse charge. At his most recent court appearance, Dookie's attorney, Assistant U.S. Public Defender Peter Birch, argued for an even lighter prison sentence, saying that the Margaritaville at Sea Paradise bartender's victim in 2023 was dressed very scantily and had no desire to escape from the alleged encounter.
Bro, he got her pregnant.
He got her pregnant?
He jumped into her cabin, raped her, and got her pregnant, and he gets 2 years?
He got her pregnant?
He got her pregnant.
She allegedly discovered she was pregnant several months later and suffered complications after having an abortion. She's seeking $75,000 in damages. The other woman,
because she wasn't supposed to. She probably gonna get more jail time for aborting that fetus than he got for raping her and impregnating her.
Oh, the other victim was awakened by a male subject touching her breast, kissing her neck, and vaginally penetrating her. Dookie and the woman agreed that he took his phone out to photograph the women who slept naked as he groped them. The woman filing a civil suit also claims that she took out her phone to videotape Dookie sexually assaulting her friend as evidence after asking him to leave. Y'all didn't want to take a lamp and crack it over his head or something like that? You gonna take out your phone and film it? I don't understand.
I am absolutely confused.
The 2 women's room key and photos of the women taken on his phone were found the morning after the assault. Dookie admitted that he had been drinking that night in his interview with the FBI. He initially claimed that his sex with HB, which is the second victim, had been consensual before taking a plea deal to avoid a potential sentence of life in prison. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Y'all got to
put a chair by your door.
Be careful.
I've been on many cruises and that's scary.
That is
Why did he only get 2 years though?
Only 2 because he took a plea deal.
Oh.
Took a plea deal. And then this last story, which is crazy, a Texas mom is arrested after drink given to son to prevent bullying sends student to the hospital. What drink can prevent bullying? Well, it's Prime.
Have we talked about that before? Right?
We've talked about Prime before. A Texas mother is facing charges after a drink she allegedly gave her son to prevent bullying was consumed by a student at the school in San Antonio, sending the child to the hospital. The Bexar County Sheriff Office says it responded to Legacy Traditional School, Alamo Ranch, on Tuesday upon learning that the sick child was given a drink by a classmate during PE class. The drink provided was found to contain a mixture of of lemon, salt, and vinegar inside a sports bottle drink. Shortly after the child consumed the drink, he began experiencing nausea and a headache. Through the course of the investigation, it was learned that the mother of the student who provided the drink intentionally mixed the contents of the drink to allegedly prevent her son's drink from being stolen at school by other students.
I ain't mad at you.
Well, Jennifer Rossi was then arrested and charged with injury to a child causing bodily injury. Although the contents of the drink were non-toxic, the incident resulted in a child being hospitalized. Hospital staff informed the investigator the child victim required additional medical monitoring and will eventually be discharged from the hospital.
Oh, please.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what you get.
I mean, you should. If you didn't take his drink, you wasn't going to get sick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it was a setup or not. It was set up on purpose so he could stop taking the little boy's drink.
In an interview with investigators, Rossi stated she directed her son to give the drink to one of his classmates after her child's Prime Energy drink was stolen on Monday. The son stated the drink mixture was made due to the child stealing his drink the day prior and being bullied by the child. Rossi admitted to making the mixture due to her son, stating that the child stole his drink and was bullying him.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I
gotta remain objective. I guess that's a bad thing she did. She should not do that. But
that's
she ain't kill him.
Because what did he take it and gulp it all down?
I bet you he ain't gonna take it again.
Exactly. And other concern about this story: why is the child drinking Prime Energy drink? Why not just the hydration one?
Say that.
That's another thing that I'm
not even sure.
Concerned.
Give him a water and
Exactly.
a Capri Sun.
Exactly.
Or a Gatorade.
Roaring Waters.
Or something. Yes. Why we get... It's so many things wrong and so many things... you know? Yeah.
You gonna learn today.
Yeah, exactly. Boy, I tell you, I ain't taking nobody else's drink.
Yeah.
I ain't not taking it nobody's drink.
Me either.
Not the devil within.
Right. He was pooping out his brain. Expulsion.
Leave that little boy alone.
Yeah.
Pay attention to your schoolwork. Stop being a bully.
Yep.
And the bully's mother need to understand, hey, you got to stop being a jackass.
Yep, you got to talk to your son so he don't get yoked up the way he did. But
Ew,
anyhow.
what does vinegar and lime taste like?
I don't know, but it sounds like a good purge.
Yeah, my guy used to drink that when I was younger.
Vinegar and lime?
Vinegar and lime
Your
and
mother
baking
made
soda.
me honey and onion.
Lemon, salt, and
for my
vinegar.
throat the other day. And I did drink it with my nose closed.
Oh,
honey and garlic.
Honey and onions.
Yeah, that hot.
Honey and onions.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't bad. It was sweet, but it
remember
did smell like onion.
We were drinking that during COVID. It was like honey, ginger,
I was drinking that.
onion,
I ain't never drank none of
orange
that.
peel, all of that stuff. You boil it all together and drink it,
I was
or you blend it, up and drink. I was drinking that.
Bruh, it's her and my daddy and my mom. They was taking little shots all the time, and nothing to make it.
My mother used to be, come drink this.
Yeah. Listen. That we ain't dead. We ain't dead. So.
I'm not either.
Anyhow, that is our national news for the day.
And we're gonna go to a quick commercial break once again, and we'll be back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience. Finally Home is a must must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions.
Cannafan's high-profile Bodega Cannabis shop is now serving Boston in 3 locations. Be sure to stop by Dorchester, Rosendale, and Roxbury for the best prices on OZs and J's. Not to mention edibles, carts, concentrates, and more. Download the high-profile app on the App Store or Google Play to keep up to date on Boston's best bundles. Experience the best prices and see how we roll at High Profile Bodega. Visit highprofilecannabis.com for additional details.
Hello. I'm Marissa Jarrett Winokur. Performing on stage takes mental and physical preparation. But one thing I never thought to prepare for was cervical cancer. 91% of cervical cancers are caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. 1 in every 4 Americans is infected with HPV. For many people, the virus hides inside them, and they never develop symptoms. But for others, HPV links directly to cancer. My cancer almost ended my career. It almost ended me. The good news is, there are vaccines that can protect you or your children from cancer. The HPV vaccine is recommended for children 11 to 12 years old, and a catch-up vaccine may be an option for
Boston's new home for urban and Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
You are gonna see a million. We not the Congo long, just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I know that life is not easy. No say we are for win. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we on and we going crazy.
R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm over.
Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You done me OPP and then my melody. Melody. You done with OPP? Yeah, you know me. What y'all know about that? I bet you nobody knows the words.
OPP, how can I explain it? I take it friend by friend.
You were fast. It's time for our entertainment news here on Spark FM Online, where we tell you all of the updates with your favorite celebrities and friends and cousins. Remember, we are updating about the movie Rust that was supposed to come out with Alex Baldwin, but then he ended up by accident killing somebody because of the costume designer wasn't doing her job. So Rust Armorer.
All of that was wrong.
Rust armorer Hannah Gutierrez Reed is found guilty of involuntary manslaughter in an accidental shooting. Hannah Gutierrez Reed, the armorer of the ill-fated Western film Rust, was convicted on Wednesday of involuntary manslaughter in the death of the film's cinematographer. Jurors returned a verdict after less than 3 hours of deliberations on Wednesday afternoon, following 2 weeks of testimony about safety lapse on set. Gutierrez Reed was acquitted of a separate charge of tampering with evidence. She faces up to 18 months in prison on sentences, which is expected sometime in April. Following the verdict, Judge Mary Marlowe Summer ordered Gutierrez Reed remanded into custody as her attorney Monica Barreras rubbed her back to comfort her. Bailiffs led her away. Gutierrez was the first person to stand trial in the October 21st shooting on the film set of the Bonanza Creek Ranch outside Santa Fe, NM. Alec Baldwin is set to face his own manslaughter trial in July. The first assistant director, Dave Halls, took a plea deal last year to a misdemeanor count of negligent handling of a gun and served 6 months of unsupervised probation. That was nothing. Gutierrez Reed loaded a live bullet into Baldwin's pistol, which should have contained only dumbbell rounds. The gun fired, killing Halnya Hutchins and seriously wounding director Joel Souza. Gutierrez Reed got the job largely because of her father, is a legendary film armorer who worked on Tombstone, 310 to Yama, and LA Confidential. Thel Reed was in the courtroom when the verdict was read. Though his name was on the defense witness list, he was not called to testify. They said that she was just very negligent with her checks and of all this stuff. She did actually load a real round into the gun instead of a dummy bullet. And she just wasn't doing her job properly,
She did,
I guess.
Yeah.
Yo, did you?
But there's still gonna be a trial for him too, right?
Which I don't understand. To convict an involuntary manslaughter charge, jurors had to agree that Gutierrez Reed acted with willful disregard for the safety of others and that the death was a foreseeable consequence of her actions. And I think that is what they did right. What'd you say just now? His trial starts next.
Wait, I gotta show you guys the clip from the court case.
Let's see it. Show that. That's crazy.
They heard the court case and they almost the gun expert almost shot the judge.
Turn the gun to the judge.
Oh, Father. And that's the first thing they teach you in gun expertisism school is you don't never point the gun at anybody, whether loaded, fake, or anything.
But I hope that they use that clip in his trial to show.
He's an expert,
right.
Check it out.
Mr. Kiske, are you able to take the cylinder out so you can show everyone also that it's unloaded?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Something important. And here is a Genex revolver.
Your Honor, I'm going to object.
All right, first of all, everybody's nervous because you have not demonstrated to us that they are unloaded. So before you start showing us the weapons, make sure they're unloaded, including that one that you just touched.
It's just, I don't know why it's probably for a purpose. I don't know. Yo, let's play that back real good. Let's play it back.
Thank God for the bailiff. He was like, listen, sir.
She didn't even see.
She was, use that as evidence in his trial because that is crazy.
That's a gun expert using a gun and not thinking about the people that were there. I don't understand why he would be blamed though. Was he supposed to check to see?
Well, that's what they keep on saying, that he should have checked too, and he's like, but that's not my job. They handed it to me, and I used it.
And if I checked and I see that it's supposed to be a bullet in there, how would he have known whether it was a real bullet or whatever bullet?
Exactly.
That's great. That's very interesting.
Yep.
I wonder if he's gonna get. Why did he cop a plea too? Like, okay,
did
she
he?
did it. No, I said, why didn't he?
Oh, because
she did
and most times copping a plea is an admission of guilt, and I think that he just really is like, I am not guilty. I did not do this.
I did not do this.
Yeah,
I didn't do it. Not my fault. Sorry, guys. Gotta breathe a little bit. It's hard. Can you help me out here, girl?
Yes, I can.
Having a hard time breathing.
So Charlemagne, do you remember Risa Tisa is the one who gave us that 50-part story about her ex-husband? Who did I marry?
And how many of you guys we never talked about that at all.
No.
Did anybody ever watch that that very viral 50-part
series? I did not. I did read a summary about it. And I listened to a few pieces of it with you at one point, but I did not. I ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I don't got time for that.
How long is the whole thing? Like
It's
three,
about
It's
4
like
hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours. And
It's a good listen.
And I
like
heard
if
it's
you,
still going. I heard she's still going.
Is she still going?
No, she's not still. But there's still people are still like if you didn't get in on the first wave,
Yeah.
you're probably getting on the second wave because there's a lot of news that have come out. A lot
Yep.
of different things.
He's spoken about it. He's come out and said things about it. I think he said that his story is going to be coming out soon. Like, wait for his story because it's coming out soon. But anyhow, so people, had a lot to say. It was big talk. Charlemagne had given some comments about it, and he said something about the way that she looks and called her a big back.
In the clip, it showed that he was like, "This sounds like some big back behavior. Is this big?
Yeah.
Is she got a big back?"
Yeah.
And then when Jess kind of said, she is a full size woman or something like that.
Yeah.
Which Jess should have shut that down, as is.
Yes. So,
But go ahead.
Charlemagne, the roommate, Charlemagne, the god, kind of sort of issued an apology to Risa Tisa after she picked up on his recent big back comments. As we last told y'all, Risa went viral after breaking down how her ex-husband allegedly manipulated and lied to her. Her TikTok series has been a hot topic for a couple of weeks now, even leading to the ex-Legion revealing himself to be Jerome Rome McCoy. Recently, the Breakfast Club host, Charlemagne, DJ Envy, and Just Hilarious chopped it up about the viral story. At one point, Charla stated that the 50-part video series was giving big back behavior. Then Charlemagne asked Jess if Risa Tisa has a big back. Well, Risa clearly saw his on-air description. She told Tamron Hall, she was on Tamron Hall last week, during a sit-down about the flip side of being internet famous was people speaking about her looks. That included big back comments from a very famous personality. She called the comments disappointing and hurtful. I feel like how I look should not dictate whether or not I deserve the mistreatment, Risa told Tamron Hall. There's a clip there. The Charlemagne got wind of Risa Tisa explaining how his comment impacted her. Note that she never name dropped him, but on Monday, Charla issued an apology to the TikTok star. Sometimes the easiest way to keep your own peace is to not disturb the peace of others. I disturbed that woman's peace, and that wasn't my intention. So I apologize if my words were made her feel that way. Immediately after, though, the radio personality dropped a but and clarified what he meant by his initial comments. But I do have two things to say. Number one, I never said she doesn't deserve love because of her size. I didn't even know she was big. Jess told the story and I said, it sounds like big back behavior, and I started talking about big back beliefs. Now, if y'all want to have a conversation about reinforcing negative stereotypes about big backs, I understand. I'm open to it. But acting like I was having a conversation about Risa Tisa's looks and size, that's not accurate.
I don't think that he should have said all of the rest of that. Stop at your apology.
Right, just stop. Why did you do that?
You can't.
I'm just saying, because in a situation like this, some of you big backs, y'all got to stop being so thirsty for a man. There's a man out there for you, okay? This woman believed all of this because she wanted to believe all of this. Big back belief isn't like everybody else's belief, okay? She said it herself. He said everything I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
She wanted to believe whatever was coming out of
wanted
his
to
mouth
believe that.
because she wanted a man so bad.
And then I seen him, and he actually looked like her butt was. Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I hear a lot of big back behavior. Does she have a big back?
She do. She do give Sheila that was driving up the mountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I mean, some of the comments that I read about this Charlemagne behavior was that he's supposed to be such a motivational person, and for him to make a comment like this is just really kind of uncouth.
I think it's on brand.
Is it on brand?
It's on brand for Charlemagne.
Mm-hmm.
Like people hate him because of the way that he talks about people. You know, so I don't think he's motivational in his books and stuff like that, but on this, he's a shock jock radio personality. I'm not standing up for him because I think that it was wrong what he said completely, but I don't want anybody to believe that Charlemagne is out here like a stellar person that is just out here, doing everything right and the motivator and everybody should. People hate him.
Yeah.
Like they hate him because how he talks about people. So this is very on brand for him. But, at the same time, that story was crazy because he did, she said it herself. He told her all the things that he wanted to hear, that she wanted to hear. And there was a lot of times where she reflected back and was like, I was silly.
Yeah.
I literally did not look at any of the red flags that was around me, which brings us to Love is Blind.
Yeah.
She didn't have a big back at all.
Not at
and
all.
And she didn't adhere to any of the red flags that was given to her by this man that was on TV with.
If you paid attention to Love is Blind, right? We're talking about AD now on Love is Blind, and this is a spoiler
AD
if you haven't seen it, like the spoiler alert. AD in the beginning said, I am such a save-a-hoe that I ignore red flags all the time. She said that in the beginning.
And she said, if I see a red flag, I'm just going to paint my nails red the same color or so matching color or whatever.
Yeah.
And throughout the show, she proved that.
Yeah.
And I think that he understood that too and took the opportunity to, get his rocks off.
I mean,
But she said she let him. She said everything was there, and she just let everything just go.
In both of the cases.
I don't think it's big back behavior. I think it's just women want to be loved.
That is what it is.
It's just desperation.
And so like we do fall into situations, and I say we because I've done it. I've done it. We fall into situations with these people who have the potential to be what we really, really want, and we go for the potential. And so we end up in situations.
Ignore we ignore the red flags.
End up playing ourselves. Going and
I posted a thing the other day with a little thing, and it was a red flag, and it said, I don't know, it was all these red flags, and it said, I don't know what country this flag is from, but I'm sure I dated people from here. And literally, I am like a bull to a red flag.
Yes,
I fix it.
And that's the thing. You think you could fix it. You think you could make it.
Right. And I think that's a lot. That's a general consensus about a lot of women, no matter what the size of your back is. So it's sad, but it's true. And we all can identify with that.
And good luck to these. I think that with the exposure that both of these ladies have, both AD and Risa Tisa or whatever, I think that what's going to happen is that somebody's going to see this and would like to not give them red flags.
Yeah, I mean, as a friend said to me not too long ago, dating a man is a red flag. And so you And that's just the truth. And you men can feel however you want to feel about that, but it's the truth. Like there's a lot of things that we ignore when it comes to dating men or dating in general. And I can say that from both sides because I know that there's a lot of men who ignore red flags as well.
Men be avoiding the red flags.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Love is hard
and love is blind.
Mm-hmm. And love is who the hell did I marry?
Yeah.
All of it.
All of those things.
Everybody got to be careful.
Yeah.
There's so many people out here in the world.
It's hard out there for a pimp.
Is it hard out here for a pimp?
Yes.
Can't
read, but can sing. That's crazy. What else? Elon Musk is lashing out at Mackenzie Scott, Jeff Bezos' ex, for donating billions to women and minorities.
No, everything in the world, she's letting the money go.
Yeah.
She's just giving it out.
Yeah, she's given away billions to charity since her split from Jeff Bezos in 2019, but Elon Musk isn't a fan of her philanthropy. He claimed that women, such as Scott, were why Western civilization is doomed.
Explain it to me. Tell me, Elon.
Super rich ex-wives who hate their former spouse should be listed among reasons the Western civilization died, Musk wrote in an X post referencing Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. Musk was responding to another user who said Scott had been giving away money to organizations that deal with issues of race and or gender. Super rich ex-wives who hate their former spouse should be listed. Should filed be listed? I don't even know what he's saying. It's unclear why Musk signaled out McKinsey in particular, but he has been an avowed and extremely vocal critic of efforts to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion.
He's just a typical rich racist man.
And he don't got no, well, he's South African, right? DEI is just another word for racism. Shame on anyone who uses it. This isn't the first time Musk has slammed Scott over her philanthropy. In May of 2022, Musk said he planned to vote Republican because he thought the Democratic Party had given his companies Tesla and SpaceX a very cold shoulder. Musk said he thought his companies were being sidelined partly because Scott had donated to PACs posing as charities. What's PACs?
Maybe super PACs.
Oh.
Election super PACs.
It's safe to say that Mackenzie Scott is not exactly a big fan of her ex-husband. Unfortunately, a lot of others are getting caught in the crossfire. Scott was married to Bezos for 25 years before they finalized their divorce in 2019. She received $38 billion worth of Amazon shares in the settlement terms.
$38 billion.
$38 billion.
That made my chest hot because $38 billion.
$38 billion.
That's
We can't get $40.
Bees. I mean, the man who had sex with the trans woman literally was just asking for $20. She could have helped that man in an Uber.
Yeah, she donated $2 billion to 343 organizations supporting the voices and opportunities of people from undeserved communities. Her donations in that year included $275 million to Planned Parenthood.
Jesus. And $275 million don't make a... It
She's
don't
like,
matter.
You get 200 million. You get 200 million. You get 200 million. How many million is in a billion? 100 million is in a billion?
100 million.
Or is it
billion.
1,000 million in a billion?
No.
100 million.
No.
100,000 million.
Huh?
How many million is in a billion?
How many how many zeros? I think it's like 11.
900. How many? What?
It's 100,000 million.
It's 100,000.
100,000 million thousand.
100 million thousand million. Is it 100? It's a million is in a billion.
You want to know why we don't know that? Because we don't know that. Nobody has that many.
Is a million in a billion?
It doesn't come in 100 million, 100,000,000, 100.
900 million.
No.
It's got to be 100 million.
I think it's a million is a billion. That makes sense. It has to be a million is a billion. Right?
A million? What?
How many million?
1,000 million. 1 billion is equivalent to 1,000 million. Or in words, we can say that 1,000 million is one. Yes. 1,000.
A million.
I was close. That's 100 million away.
So what is a million?
1 trillion.
Oh.
No. There's a million billion trillion.
What?
Wait, let it open. Let it open first. Okay, million billion trillion. This is an organization. That's why this is not even real. The U.S. meaning of a billion is 1,000 million or 1 followed by 9 zeros.
Okay.
How many billions is in a trillion? In the American system, each of the denominations above 1,000 million, the American billion, is 1,000 times the preceding one. Nope. This is not a language that we got to talk right now.
No.
This not us.
I'll never have to know that. Never.
All we got to know is there's 1,000 million in a billion.
1,000 million in a billion.
So
all
people that have 32.
She got mad.
She got mad 1,000 millions.
Yeah, she got mad of them. 338 billions. So she's got, forget it. I'm not even going to try to do that.
38,000 million.
Yes.
To be a billion. Yes.
Wow.
That was hard.
Wendy, I don't even know.
Did y'all know that? Comment section?
I know because nobody commented.
Everybody was Googling. Everybody was Googling because we don't know.
Nobody said anything, and I was looking for help. I was reaching for help. Jesus, I'm so hot. Oh, God. Shout out to Glorious Cannabis for this nice shirt. Jesus, I love this shirt. Wendy Williams' brother has given an update on her health, a substantial amount of improvement. And that is good news. That is very, very good news for Wendy. He has shared an update telling In Touch exclusively that she's had a substantial amount of improvement since what was shown in Lifetime's Where is Wendy's Williams docuseries. Did you ever finish it?
I didn't finish it. I think it should be up on Lifetime now. I'll go finish it.
Yeah. The documentary trailed off, I believe, sometime almost a year ago. So you figure a year more of being under watch, whatever that watch is. Tommy says in an exclusive interview, we can have her under watch down here in Miami. There are plenty of facilities. Wendy's.
Oh, she's in Miami again?
It seems that.
Yeah,
that's what he says. Yeah.
She's been in Miami for quite some time.
Oh, good.
With her, she has contact goodly with her family?
I'm not sure if she has
I
contact.
mean, in the end of the documentary, they did show her like calling them. They're not able to call her, but she's able to call them. Wendy's brother admits that Miami has family and support and love that can help repair the talk show host's broken and heavy heart.
Good.
We have that medicine that those places won't be able to supply her with. Tommy says of the unknown facility where Wendy, 59, is currently receiving treatment for her cognitive issues. And not only that, we also have places down here that could do the same thing as whatever is going on up there, and that's all the travesty of it. So she's not in Miami. She's still where she is. Tommy concludes, we don't know what kind of care or what kind of medicine she's receiving. I know my sister Wanda is very detailed. She's the type to research and check. You know, we have doctors, and she does this with my dad. She'll cross-reference and make sure everything is as stated.
I just don't understand how a family could be so willing and loving to take in their family member, and the courts refuse to let this woman be with her family.
Yep.
Oh, but he said the last time he said we don't have the comfort in knowing that everything is as it should be.
Yeah.
So maybe
no?
she's. I mean.
But they good? Is she good?
She's probably doing. I don't know.
He said that she's made significant improvement. So in this show, at the end, they showed her while they were filming the sister. In the documentary, they showed the sister received a phone call from Wendy, and she was asking questions, and she sounded good. She didn't sound like she was all loopy or whatever. And they said that like they had already seen improvements in her from whatever facility that she's in. I don't think that they're not happy with the work that the facility is doing. I think they're just not happy with the fact that she's just not with them.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what's going on there. So it's good to hear that Wendy is doing good. And I mean, we all know that her disease is something that is quickly developing, because she has the same thing as Bruce Willis, right? So it is a quickly developing something. But I think that the fact that she is away from the alcohol and all the craziness that was going on is just going to help her live out her the rest of her time in a better, healthier way, which is really good. You got my number. Tyreek Hill slams Rick Ross for broadcasting his house fire online instead of checking on him. We also learned that Rick Ross and the girlfriend just broke up after 6 months of dating, which is...
Didn't she just say that everything with her was so different than everybody else, and she is this and she is that? She just said that like last month. And she had the internet in the uproar because they were like, he was just seeing somebody else the other day.
When she made him that Chef Boyardee plate?
It was after that. She kept on talking too much. I realized when girlfriends keep talking too much, that's when they're going to break up very, very soon.
She protests too much.
This is the video of Rick Ross doing a video outside the football player's home after it had burned. Go ahead.
Do it.
Oh, it's ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Okay. Sorry.
What?
Oh, so I don't think you got onto the story.
Oh, okay. So Miami Dolphins star Tyreek Hill has a bone to pick with Rick Ross. The wide receiver has quietly been withholding his annoyance with his neighbor after the self-made rapper turned into a community journalist to capture Hill's devastating hellfire at the top of the year. The 30-year-old's residence suffered $2.3 million. That's $230,000. No, it's not. In damage when a child playing with a cigarette lighter accidentally set a bedroom on fire. Substantial damage was sustained to the attic and roof, while smoke damage and charring were observed in other parts of the home. The football star was at practice when the incident occurred, but quickly made his way to his family after being notified of the issue. His wife, Keita Vaccaro, his mother, nephews, and a family cat escaped with no injuries. Go ahead.
Must be an electrical fire because the smoke is getting thicker and thicker as the fire trucks stand here. More and more helicopters.
I mean, he was being neighborhood watch.
I had some Wingstop wings on the way being delivered, but
oh Jesus!
As y'all can see, they said it was a minor fire over at Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill crib. That's right across the street from one of my cribs. I ain't tripping.
I mean, it's an era of social media.
Yeah.
It's.
So what he say? He should have checked on him first before he recorded it?
I guess so.
Oh.
He was sitting down with a podcast talking to these people.
Yeah.
And they were asking about how he felt about Rick Ross going live in front of his home fire.
Mhm.
And he was just like, it was so. And Rick Ross was like, don't act like you didn't post it first.
Right. So he said, first off, I just want to say, Rick Ross, bruh, I can't vibe with you now, bruh. I can't F with you no more, bruh. Hill said on the Pivot podcast when asked about what led up to the January 3rd blaze of his Southwest Ranch's home. Hill purchased the 9,300 square foot property for $6.9 million in 2022. The property boasted 2 guest houses, 7 bedrooms, 8 baths, and amenities like a home theater and more. The Maybach Music Group label founder shared footage of police and fire crews lining the streets as he calmly narrated the scene. They said it was a minor fire that's right across the street from one of my homes. I ain't tripping, long as everybody's safe. That's more important than my lemon pepper rings, my ranch dressing, and my roasted corn.
It was a commercial.
He said, Rick Ross, man, like you ain't even come over. You had the audacity to talk to a fireman instead of coming to check. You got my number, bruh. You get on Twitter, post me all over Twitter like after what me and my family went through. You supposed to be the neighbor and the neighborhood hero. Hill added. He and the host would go on to share a laugh after he mentioned that Ross used the opportunity to promote his Wingstop businesses.
He did.
Yeah,
he definitely did.
He did.
But I don't know if it's break up our neighborhood friendship.
Right.
Over.
Right.
I took a picture of a burning house. We all do.
That's it. I did it.
I did it too.
I've done it.
She wasn't mad.
No, nobody was mad. The Oscars are this Sunday. Tune into that. Jimmy Kimmel, I think, is going to be hosting. There's going to be a lot of performances. There's going to be a lot of things. And
it's an earlier time or something too.
Is it? I don't know. Oppenheimer is up for some of the bestest things. Who's hosting? Jimmy Kimmel. The Best Picture nominees, 10 movies are up for the Oscars top prize. 10? Isn't that a lot?
Do you guys ever watch the movies that win all of these awards?
No. I would like to. But I don't.
Some of them seem so like boring.
Yeah.
Like because the piperology and the cinematography was so good that they won the award. It looks like a boring movie.
Cinematography, and don't mess with
I
that.
was making other
true.
type of words. I wasn't talking about cinematography.
So up for top picture, best picture, American Fiction, Anatomy of the Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest.
I've heard of 2 of those movies.
I've heard of 2 of those
Oppenheimer
movies.
and Barbie. And was Barbie that great for it to be as
I
best
still
picture?
haven't watched it. I'm going to go watch it.
I tried to watch it the other day. It looked foolish.
It did it?
It does look very foolish.
It's
like cartoons.
Yes, it's foolish. It's very.
It's like live cartoon, like
It's very
foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get it.
Well, Oppenheimer is a front runner, so they
Yeah.
think that Oppenheimer is going to win. What is Oppenheimer about?
Oppenheimer is about the guy that built the
atomic bomb.
Atomic bomb, yes.
Okay. So there's those 9 things. I don't know. Anyways, Oscar, full list of nominees: Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress. I don't know any of those people. No, nobody from, because they're from Naiad, Killers of Flower Moon, Anatomy of the Fall,
Killers
Maestro,
of the
Poor
Flower
Things.
Moon is a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and where
Leo was in a movie?
the white people were killing the natives.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds terrible.
Cillian Murphy from Oppenheimer is up for Best Actor. Emily Blunt, who's my girl, she's up for Best Supporting Actress in Oppenheimer. Danielle Brooks from The Color Purple.
Oh, good.
America Ferrera from Barbie. Best Supporting Actor, Sterling K. Brown from American Fiction.
Ferrera was in Barbie?
Yeah, girl, I didn't know. Sterling K. Brown is up for American Fiction. Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer. Ryan Gosling in Barbie. Best Adapted Screenplay, I don't even know. Costume Design. Where's the songs at? Don't we like the song? Best Original Song, The Fire Insider from Flaming Hot. I'm Just Ken from Barbie. Was Haze, A Song for My People. Nope, nothing from The Color Purple. None of the songs from The Color Purple.
Color Purple is playing on the TV now, by the way.
It been on the TV for a long time.
I wish
The
I had
new
seen
one?
it
Oh, yeah, the new one. It's been on there for a long time. I don't know any of these other things. I don't know if I'm going to be very interested in the Oscars this year.
Pastor Troy said Oppenheimer is actually really good.
Really?
Yeah, I heard it's a really long movie, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's about the atomic bomb, right?
Oppenheimer's up for a lot of these awards, so I'm sure
And
that
that
it
was
will.
from early too. They
do
they
well.
tapped that in early.
Because what do they call it? Barbieheimer or something like
Yeah.
that was going on at the same time. Russell Wilson and Ciara are trying to sell 2 mansions for $61 million after the Broncos breakup.
Who got that?
Well, girl, I don't know.
Who got that?
Who got that?
Who gonna buy those?
Who gonna sell them? Who gonna buy them? So the soon-to-be free agent quarterback and his wife are trying to sell their $25 million Denver mansion after Wilson was cut by the Broncos on Monday. Separately, the couple has yet to sell their home in Washington, which hit the market for $36 million in the spring of 2022, around the time that Seattle traded Wilson to Denver in a blockbuster 5-year, $242.6 million deal. And then they let him go?
Wait, so they gave him the money and then let him
give
go?
him his money though? I'm not sure. I think they still got to give him his money though. How they let him go?
They let him go after he didn't want to sign his injury thing.
Oh.
If he got injured, that they would still have to pay him. So they was trying to figure out a way to not pay him if he did get injured. Where he gonna go? And what they gonna do? They should just come live with me.
Ain't old? I don't know.
Do he need to sell the mansions?
I don't think so. I mean, he must be selling the mansions because he's not getting the money. But if they signed a deal, they got to give him his money. I don't know. They reportedly decreased one of the sales to $26 million. What'd you say?
Depends on the quality, right?
Oh, yeah. You're right. Oh, my goodness. The couple paid $25 million for the house that they bought when they bought it. Do you see these houses?
I don't want to see them.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't need that type of negativity in my life.
Wow, 20,000 square foot.
I'm trying to pay my rent.
Child, look
And
at
I
this
live below
house. It's
market
got an
rent.
indoor whole pool something inside of it.
All the mansions look the same.
That's when she made the little video to announce the last pregnancy. The Broncos will take $85 million in dead cap charges over the next 2 years, the largest dead cap hit in the league history, and the Wilson deal will go down as one of the worst. So what is dead cap? I don't even know what these things mean. Anyhow, that's what's happening. They're trying to sell the house. They got
Good luck to them, because
Yeah.
I can't buy it.
Shit.
But with that said, people,
Maybe
that is-
Rick Ross will buy it.
Oh yeah, so he can
Or
take more
Tyreek
pictures.
Hill.
Because he need to move because he don't like his neighbor no more.
Mm-hmm.
We got to fix some stuff in the studio, so we'll be right back. We won't be back. Bobby Steels will be up next here on Spark FM Online. It's backwards.
Yep. Oh, dead cap space money. Denver gave away to Lot to get Russ and ended up with nothing. Oh, Russ is getting his $85 million. He is going to get it. Yep.
Oh, good. Then they don't need to sell the house. They got time.
And shout out to Hans Mendoza. Shout out.
Shout out. All right, people, we're going to slide to the side. Bobby Steels is up next on the Bobby Steels Show from 11 to 1. Keep it locked right here, Spark FM Online. More news, more music, more entertainment, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
I done brought his ratchet Bobby the Builder.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Cheese. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, homeownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
The war on drugs has harmed millions of people and disproportionately subjected Black and brown communities to criminalization and incarceration, disrupting access to resources, education, and support. To learn more about Massachusetts policies and programming ensuring the legal cannabis industry is equitable and positively impacts communities harmed by marijuana prohibition and enforcement, visit masscannabiscontrol.com/equity.